Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the live stream webinar. Today we're talking about live to social. As you know, 1 week we talk about Stream Studio, our amazing product available on AppSumo, and the next week we talk about live to social, another amazing product also available on AppSumo for a lifetime deal. Now, I've said this before and I will say it again. If you haven't purchased Stream Studio yet, it is about to be taken off AppSumo. So now is your chance to get that lifetime membership to Stream Studio, right? You pay once and you get it forever and ever. I'm not saying you shouldn't go buy Live to Social. You should, but that's going to be up there for a little bit longer, so you have a little bit more time to decide. But that Stream Studio one, that we're taking it off very, very soon. So I just wanted to mention that this is your last chance to sort of get your hands on Stream Studio. And as somebody who has the privilege of peeking behind the curtain to see what is coming up for Stream Studio, I can tell you there are very big things. So for those of you who have already gotten a lifetime membership to Stream Studio, congratulations. You'll be privy to many, many, many more things than what you bought into, right? You bought into this live multi-camera live streaming platform. Well, guess what? You're going to get a heck of a lot more than that with the updates that are coming in the next few weeks, in the next few months. And who knows in the next few years where this platform is going to go. We are very excited about it. You have to be careful with AppSumo. Let me just give you guys a word of advice. You need to be careful with AppSumo because, and I want to be very careful here, there are many people selling things on AppSumo, and not everyone is committed to their product, right? And sometimes you have people who are selling products that are, let's just say, subpar, and you just need to be careful. Right? You just need to be careful. And that's not just with AppSumo, that's with anything, right? You need to be careful. But the difference is with Stream Studio is Stream Studio and Live to Social are owned by Stream Media. Now, Stream Media is a reputable company. You can look us up. We are a real company, and we are really committed to this product, right? This is something that we really want to do. That's why we're doing these webinars. That's why we talk to you. That's why we say, send us an email, studio@stream. We'll answer you any time of the day. We'll get back to you. We'll set up a video call with somebody from our team. We are really committed to these products, and we are really committed to our customers. We really appreciate you giving us a chance. We're buying into our products, and we're here to help you. So that's why I'm here today. So if you have any questions, send them in the chat. Write them down in the chat. I'll be happy to answer them. I'll stop whatever I'm doing, and I'll address your concerns. If you have any maybe longer form questions, or you want to just write down the email for a later time, it is studio@stream.com. And we'll throw that in the chat as well for you, studio@stream.com. And that's just a way for you to reach us. We'll get back to you as soon as possible, which is usually very quickly. Okay, so let's get into the topic for today. We're going to be talking about live to social. So right now you can see on my screen is what you would see in a live to social screen. If you download the application, this is what you would see, right? So if I was actually live streaming using the product, this is what everybody would see on social media. Now, I want to remind you that you can live stream to multiple social media platforms at the same time, or you can save locally to your tablet or phone or whatever you're directing from. But the goal should be that you're going to go live with this thing. So if I was going live, let's say on Facebook or YouTube or LinkedIn, this is what everybody would see. Right? But today we're sort of peeling back the curtain so you can see what the user interface looks like. So you can see just how user-friendly the product is, live to social. And the topic for today is a really important one. It's master remote production for killer podcasts. So podcasting today has become something of a mobile endeavor, right? What is your goal? Your goal is to become a podcaster right, full-time, right? So to monetize this so that you can travel the world and be able to do podcasts from everywhere. Well, if you're tied down to a studio, then you can't do that. And that is one of the reasons why we created this product. Now, a lot of people ask me, Liam, what's the difference between Stream Studio and Live to Social? Well, the difference is that Stream Studio needs to be directed, right? The person who's running the actual production needs to be directed from a computer. Live to Social does not. Live to Social can be directed from a mobile device. Live to Social is an app that you download on the App Store or the Google Play Store, right? It's available for Android and for Apple products. It is operating system agnostic. An iOS device can send its camera feed to a Android device. That's pretty impressive. We're the only people who are doing that right now. So keep that in mind when you're looking at other competitors. So the goal of this product is to make it mobile. Now, I can think of a few uses for this product just based on the customers that we already have. So what are some mobile production situations that you would need and that you could use Live to Social for? Well, let's say you were live streaming an event, right? Let's say you had some sort of event. Maybe a local artist is presenting their art and you want to live stream the event. Well, instead of just having one camera sort of awkwardly in the lobby, you could, get a few phones, maybe a tablet, maybe borrow a few phones, download the app, and you could live stream with multiple angles, multiple cameras, the whole entire event. Just like I'm doing right now. I have one camera on me, I have one camera sort of to the side showing my studio, and I have one camera of the outside office over there. Just so while I'm in the studio here, I can keep an eye on the door, sort of a safety feature. If a burglar comes in, I'll be able to see him, right, with a slight delay. So that's kind of a cool feature. Really, we're just trying to show you that you can set up multiple phones, multiple angles, and how cool that can be, right? So that could be an event. Let's say you were live streaming a sporting event. Maybe your daughter is in the semifinals for soccer, and you want to live stream the event for old grandma who lives in Toledo, Ohio, who can't make it down. So what are you going to do? You're going to sort of film there with your shaky phone, the whole screen from far back? No, you could get a tripod. You could set up a couple cameras on the field. And next thing you know, you're live streaming the event in real time. You could set up a camera right next to the goal, right? Capture the moments. You could switch from your tablet. These are all examples of you mastering remote production. And what is that going to do? It's going to give you a killer podcast or production or whatever type of production you're doing. What's another use for the product? Well, let's say you're selling something. You're an online salesperson. You're trying to demonstrate a product. You're trying to sell this slim water bottle, right? Well, I could have one camera on my face. I could have one camera sort of farther back, getting a wide shot, a full shot. And I could have a camera that's close up like this, where I can really show the contours of the bottle. And look at this. It's made of a aluminum sleek design, right? So these are all uses for the product, and these are all going to set you apart from the competition. Now, the other advantage with Live to Social is that all these camera feeds that we're incorporating are going to be streamed live. Meaning you're not going to need to do that post-production editing process where you got to bring in all these files and download them into the computer and then start cutting them and overlaying them and adding these effects or whatever. You can do all of that in real time. So let me show you how you can do all of that in real time. Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to see this menu on the right side of your screen here with everything that you have that you can touch quickly in real time. So what you want to do is you're going to want to set that up before your production. So before you go live, you're going to think about, what am I going to talk about on my show today? Well, today I'm going to be talking about Live to Social, and I have 3 cameras, so I want to make sure I have a 3-camera combination. So I hit the plus button. I'm going to go to combinations. I'm going to look at all those different combinations, and I'm going to see which one looks best for me. Well, I kind of like this one over here, and I'm going to have 3 input sources. There we go. And let's choose a background. Let's do this one, and we're going to save. And now, when we're live, we can click on it very quickly like this. It's asking me to select an A source. I'm going to select this, 2, and 3, and there we go. Look at that. We've switched our combinations to sort of a different format, right? And if I want to get away from the combination, I can solo. I can click on this camera right here, and I can just solo that one. And you sort of have my studio camera. Now, what else can we do? Well, what else do we want for our production? Do we want to add text? Do we want to add images? Do we want to add video? Combinations we already explained. Maybe we want to add lower thirds. How about that? Okay, lower thirds. Let's do that. Well, which lower third do we like? Do we want something full screen in the middle? Do we want something at the bottom? How about a lower third that tells you guys a little bit about me, who I am? Right? Let's do that one. So who am I? Well, my name, for those of you who don't know, is Liam. My name is Liam. And who am I? I am the guru. Let's just go with that. G-U-R-U. Okay. Liam the guru. And we're going to save that. And now, boom, it appears in my quick touch menu. So now when I go live, I don't need to worry about, setting up all this stuff. It's already all done for me. Let's do an A-B combination. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. I am Liam Fabre, and I am the guru. Right? I'm able to just tap that and in real time click on it very quickly. These are all things that you would have to do afterwards in post-production that you're able to do live with Live to Social. Now, guys, if you have any questions, just send those in the chat so I can answer them for you. I'll be happy to stop whatever I'm doing and answer them. Now, let's say I want to spice up my production. What else can I add? Well, I can add sound effects, right? We can add applause. We can add an alarm sound, a doorbell, glass breaking, a beep sound, coughing, telephone, church bells, camera, phone ringing, doorbell, laugh. Right? We can add a laugh track. Let's say you're not that funny and you're going to be telling jokes and you want people to laugh. Well, you can add a laugh track, right? And you can artificially insert that in there. What else can we do? Well, we can add Giphy images. Look at this. We're hooked up with Giphy. And we know Giphy is updated constantly, so the options of what you can add in are endless. We can search Giphy, or we can just sort of look through this. Now, let's see if there's any of the ones that we like in here. Well, we have been watching soccer, so maybe something soccer-related or football, as other people call it. Let's see if there's any soccer/football related GIFs that we can throw into our production. Well, I'm not finding them fast enough, so let's look it up. SOCCER, soccer. There we go.
Mr. Guru.
Yes.
We have a question from Joey.
Yes.
Can you broadcast from multiple locations into one stream?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course you can. Hence the title for today's broadcast. Master remote production, right? So I can send an invitation code just like this to anybody anywhere in the world. They can be in China. They can be in Cape Town, South Africa. It doesn't matter wherever they can be. They can open the Live to Social app. They can stick that code in, and their camera stream is going to connect to my director's tablet. Just as you can see all of the camera feeds that I have at the top of my screen, their feed is going to appear there, and then I can add it in. I can add it into a combination. I can solo their shot. It doesn't matter, right? So just take a look at this example for example. So this camera right here is connected. That happens to be at the other end of our office, but it could be at the other end of the world, and I'm able to connect to it in real time here. The other advantage of that, and look at this, Mark has just added in his phone. Mark, our producer here. And he's filming me just like that. So I send him the camera feed, and it connects automatically just like that. So like I said, that could be anywhere in the world, and their feed is going to connect. So let's say, for example, you wanted somebody to, you were talking about a fire that happened in downtown, and your sister lives downtown, and you're doing a podcast, and you say, hey, Mary, I just sent you a Live to Social code. Can you go downstairs and just sort of get some footage of the fire? And I'm going to connect you to my podcast. So she could go down there with her phone. She would click on the code. It would appear. She would open up Live to Social. She could film this fire that was going on. And her camera feed would come directly into your show, and you could use that footage, right? If you were doing a live broadcast and people from your show were watching and they were maybe, you could say, hey, is anybody in this area and could I connect my Live to Social to them? And you could send them a code and their camera feed would appear automatically in your show. So it's kind of a cool feature that Live to Social has to offer. Now let's check out some of the other features. Do we have the graphic ready? Yes, we do. Let's go USA. Let's go USA. What does that mean? Well, we all know what it means, right? Destination. So this is where you're going to be able to live stream. So the question was, can you broadcast from multiple locations to one stream? Yes, you can. So where is that stream going to be? Well, here's all the options. We can live stream to our Facebook profile. We can live stream to our Facebook page. We can live stream to YouTube, LinkedIn profile, LinkedIn page, Twitch, custom RTMP, and a local video file. Now here to explain what custom RTMP is Mark von der Osten. a live streaming and industry expert. So, Mark, just for everybody knows Facebook, everybody knows YouTube, everybody knows LinkedIn. I think most people know Twitch, but can you talk a little bit about RTMP?
Well, RTMP basically allows you to send your broadcast to, let's say, your own website, let's say your own video-based platform. Let's say you didn't want to link your YouTube channel to the product. You can add the YouTube channel. Basically, RTMP allows you to add it to anything that can stream. Anywhere, any destination that supports it, you can send that link right to it.
Exactly. And one of the questions we just got was, can it be used for live church service and also add songs during the service? So yes, it can. Yes, it can. And we have many churches that use this product because of its low cost of entry, right? You don't need to buy 5 cameras, a mixer, a switcher. You don't need to buy any of that stuff. Really, all you can do is say, hey, can I borrow your phone just for the service? I'm just going to use it as a camera, right?
The thing about sound, you can't like add songs to the app. What you'd have to do is your whatever device using to record audio. So let's say you had like a Zoom or a Tascam that connects USB-C into your tablet, or Lightning if you have Apple. You would have to plug in whatever sound source into that mixer so that it mixes into the audio of the app.
So the answer to your question is yes, it can be used for that. And if you have any questions about how, or you want specific questions or whatever, send us an email. Mark, can we throw the email in the chat? studio@stream. Send us an email. We'll get you all set up. We're here to help you, all right? We pride ourselves on a good support system. So send us an email and we'll get back to you. We'll help you out. But yes, the answer is yes, it can be used for live church service. You can stream it everywhere. If your church has a website, you can live stream the production directly to your website. So that is that. The timing wasn't EST, just logged on. Can you reschedule?
You can watch the replay.
Yeah, you can watch the replay. It's on YouTube. If you have any questions and maybe you think you missed something, just send us a question. What else do we have? If you could also address sound inputs from different locations.
That's going to vary on their device. So if they have no microphone plugged in, it'll be their phone mic or tablet mic. Basically, whatever sound device you can plug into a phone, you can use with this app. So if you're worried about someone, who's remote going, has a very windy day, it's maybe give them a lavalier.
Yeah, give them a lav and plug it into the phone. Or let's say you have a church service and you want to place a camera at the back of the room to film the entire service, and you place the camera behind a man who doesn't stop coughing. He just keeps coughing throughout the whole service. Well, you can mute that camera from the director's tablet. By the way, the director can be anywhere in the world, right? The director doesn't even have to be on site. So you can mute that person and you can use another audio input. You could either plug it in directly to the output for the room, or you could, like Mark said, have somebody wearing a lavalier that's plugged into the camera or to the phone, I should say. So a lot of options. Live to social, you can dress it up or dress it down as much as you want. It's kind of like a baked potato. It's good on its own, but it's also good with, cheese, bacon bits, and all that stuff, sour cream. Mark, how do you like your baked potato?
Just a little bit of sour cream, maybe a little bit of onion.
Onion? Yeah, I forgot onion. That's good too.
Yeah.
The little green ones that are cut up, right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's very good. You got to be careful when you go to a restaurant and they ask you if you want it, what do they say, all dressed or loaded or something?
Loaded, so you have a bunch of bacon,
and
cheese. And
yeah, you got to be careful. You got to be careful because it is good, and you think the waitress is being nice. You think she's offering to load the potato for you as a gesture, but it's not a gesture. It's usually a $3 upcharge. So just watch out for that. If they offer that to you, they're not offering it just to be nice. They're offering it to upsell you, and you need to be careful with that. Okay, moving on from that point, I just wanted to make sure that was clear before we moved on from that. If you have any more questions, like I said, just throw them in the comments. We will stop whatever we're doing and we'll answer your question right away. I hope I answered everybody's questions so far. So we have the ability to add in these effects, add in these Giphies, add in the sound effects, add in the videos. And that sort of thing. The church service is a good example because it's a good use for the product. Let's say there was a video that you were playing, and this is something that happens all the time with events, is that you're having an event and they'll have a screen in the event, right? Let's say the presenter has a PowerPoint or the presenter wants to play a video, and somebody's live streaming the event. They're going to film that screen. That looks terrible. That is terrible. You should never do that. So what can you do instead? Well, with Live to Social, you have the option to add in images or videos. So those images could be PowerPoint slides that you could full screen, and the videos could be the video that the presenter is playing, right? So this could be like a real legit remote production. This could really up your game. Stop filming screens and streaming that. That looks terrible. For gosh sake, please do not do that. Do it the right way. How many cameras can one add at one time? I believe it's 8. Let's go to the combinations here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Isn't it 8, Mark? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it's up to 6. It's up to 6, correct?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of studio.
Yeah, I'm thinking of studio. So Live to Social is up to 6 cameras at a time that you can live stream. These are all of the different combinations that you can have for the angles. So, maybe I'm just going to use church as an example because that's the one we've been talking about. Let's say, the preacher in this case would probably be A. B would maybe be an audience shot, and the rest of them would be less important things, but that you also want it to be on screen, right? Or maybe this one right here. A would be the preacher, a close-up. B, C, D, E, F could be other people that you want to film or the room. But you have a lot of options. Just remember that each of these inputs, each of these letters that you see can either be a camera angle, it can be a image, it can be a video. Meaning you could have let's say the preacher be the A, and you could have the PowerPoint slide be B. You could have a video playing in C. You could have the audience be D. And you could have my face be E, just for fun. Just throw it in there. Why not? But you can do all of those things. So those are all of the features that you can sort of use with Live to Social. Let's go through the rest of the menu here. So we have our Destinations tab, Invite New Guests. This is how you're going to invite other cameras into your stream. Now, again, these can be anywhere in the world. The cameras can be anywhere in the world. The director can be anywhere in the world. We were talking about a partnership with a company out in Dallas, and they were talking about doing a remote production. And the producer, when he realized that he would be able to produce the production on his tablet from his house in his underwear, they were interested right away, right? Because he realized that he did not have to be on site to switch between camera angles. All he had to do was be at home, send out the code, and he could direct it from his tablet. All of the camera feeds would be coming to his tablet, and he could direct them in real time while the show was going on without ever having to leave his house, right? And he doesn't have to say, hey, I'm sending you my camera, or come by and pick up my cameras. No, use your phones. Just use your phones. I'll send you a code. Open up the app and use your phone. Now you're going to say, Liam, do the other people whose cameras are filming, do they have to have Live to Social accounts? The answer to that is yes, but they don't have to pay. Only the director has to pay. So only the director of the production, the person who's actually streaming the production, they're the only ones who have to pay. They're the only ones who either have to make an account on Live to Social or buy the lifetime plan through AppSumo. Everybody else who just has a camera feed, yes, you're going to have to download the app, and yes, you're going to have to, sign in and put your email, that sort of thing, but you do not have to pay. It's going to be free for those people. So for the church example, how many cameras can be added at one time? The answer to that is 6. Not all 6 people have to be paying. Only one person would have to pay, for example. This is great. I started last year with the beta, but no training was of this magnitude. Yeah, well, this is the real deal. Right? We had to start somewhere, but since then we've launched on AppSumo, and we're taking it to the next level. If you have any questions, we already threw that email in there. We'll send it to you. We will set up a video call with you one-on-one. We really appreciate everybody who's using our product, and we are really committed to this, right? So we know this is going to work. We know that it works, and we want to make it work for you. Okay? Okay. So let's keep moving on here. What else we got? Live comments. So these are all of the comments. Once you're live, those are going to be coming in directly, and that's where you're going to see it. So if you're streaming on YouTube and Facebook and all that stuff, all the people that are commenting, asking questions, whatever, it's all going to come in. So you don't need to have 17 different screens, right? You don't need to look like a day trader kind of with all this stuff going around on you. You can just be looking at Live to Social. And that's what we wanted when we designed this product. We wanted it to be a one-stop shop. We wanted everything to be going on in the Live to Social app so that you didn't have to take your eyes off the screen, right? We wanted you to be able to direct your own production without having to have a producer. And that's what we've been able to do. So you can switch in real time. You can add banners. You can take away banners. You can do all of this stuff as the director, as the person who's doing the show, without ever having to take your eyes off the screen, because everything you need is right here at your fingertips. Let's go USA. So if we continue on with this, we have, this is our local recordings tab. So if we don't want to live stream, if we're too scared to go live, we're too nervous, right? That's totally fine. You can save locally to Live to Social. And then from there, you can download those files. And then you can edit them even more if you want to. You shouldn't have to. You should do all of the editing, while you're live. But if you want to edit it more afterwards, that's completely fine. And you'll be able to do that. And this is where you're going to find those local recording notes. So sometimes when I give presentations, I need to have some notes. I need to have some bullet points to read. I'm able to do that directly through the app in this notes section here. I can just read off of screen. I can put bullet points, make myself a script. Can it be used on PC or only mobile phones? So again, two different products. Live to Social, the one that I'm describing right now, is only going to be on mobile products. So we're talking iPad, iPhone, Android tablet, Android phone. But Stream Studio, the other product, which is also available on AppSumo, that one is going to be, you can direct through a PC. And that one also, you can send codes to phones. So if you wanted to use the same thing for, let's say, a church service, you could have somebody directing on a computer and sending codes to phones. The difference between the two products is one of them you're going to direct on a PC, on a computer, and the other one you're going to direct on the mobile phone. But they can both use phones as cameras. I hope that's clear. It's do not have audio section like Switcher Studio. It's very important people using external mixer or AirPods. Yes, I agree, and that's coming, right? So there, their Switcher Studio, I think they have a few years on us, but these are coming. These features are coming. We're going to have audio levels and mixer and that sort of capability. That's coming. Unfortunately, it's not here now. You can look up our roadmap. If you go on Trello.com and you search up Live to Social, you'll find the roadmap and you'll find all of that stuff. And that's coming soon. We have a whole team, a whole development team that's working on this right now. But yeah, we understand that. You're going to have to plug in an external sort of switcher module to be able to do that. And the last one right here is just going to be your video quality settings. So obviously these products all hinge on your internet connection, and if the internet connection isn't great, then you might have to lower your resolution, lower your bit rate, just so that it doesn't start freezing up. But if you have a very strong connection, a very strong internet connection, crank it up to 120. Crank it up to 4 Mbps. Mbps, that was my favorite band when I was a kid. So that's Live to Social. That's the product for you guys. Breaking news is that this is available on AppSumo for a lifetime plan. Now is your chance to download it. Now is your chance to own the product for life, right? So when all those features come in, like the audio mixing features and all that stuff, if you want to have access to those, ideally you would have the lifetime plan. If you want to just try it out for a month, because you don't want to put down that kind of money, that's totally fine. You can try out Live to Social for a month. We also have a free version of Live to Social that you can try. I believe you'll have 10 minutes of live streaming. So you can still play around with it, until the cows come home all day long. But if you actually want to stream, you'll only have 10 minutes of streaming just with the free version. So what I would recommend for you is just go download Live to Social and sign up for a month. Just try it for a month, right? Try the full thing. You can do the free version if you want, but I would try the full thing and see if you like it. And if you like it, then that's fantastic. That's great. If you have some problems with it, you can send us an email, studio@stream. We threw that email in the YouTube comments there, so send us an email. We'll be happy to help you out. And that's what we're here for. We're here to answer any questions. We're here to help you out, and we want you guys to be successful. So give Live to Social a try. And please remember, Stream Studio, it's coming off of AppSumo. So now is your last chance to buy it. So go do that right now. Thanks, everybody. See you in a couple weeks.